Any question?
No, that was perfect.
No. You have to ask me 3 questions.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm going to smash the camera. Stories are not short. I was 15 years old in Cologne, where I was born at the end of the war. And when I was 16, there was a bar in Cologne I went to, and there was a boy I met. His name was Rainer, and he was 15. And we watched people. We were both voyeurs, and we watched the people in the bar. And later I went to England when I was 21. I wanted to learn English because it was in Germany. I grew up after the war. There was no money to go to high school. And so when I was 18, 19, I went to London to learn English. I was doing jobs. I did not want to be an actor. That never came into my mind. And then I read a German magazine, Stern magazine, which is very famous, and they had an article, and I opened it up. It was one face on a double page, and it says Rainer Werner Fassbinder, the genius and the alcoholic. And I thought, that's Rainer from the bar. So I went to meet him in Munich, and I had done already my first film in London. I didn't want to do films, but they wanted me to do the film. I was in London, and people came and said, we're doing a film, we want you to play in the film. And I said, I don't know, how do I know? I never made a movie. And they said, don't worry, leave it up to us. And I said, okay. So we went to south of France. The movie was called Road to Saint-Tropez. And we went to south of France, and they filmed me. I'm coming out of the water, dark hair and brown and all that. And I was thinking, why is the camera so far away? They don't see me. But what I didn't know, when the film came out, I was in CinemaScope, that big on the screen, and then they wrote A New Phase of Cinema. So I liked the attention, and I decided to become an actor if it would work. And I got right away the biggest American agency, William Morris. They put me under contract worldwide. So I made my first film, and I was lucky. My first color film was Mark of the Devil, which became a cult film in the world. Today you can still get it. And I liked it, and I became an actor. So I then worked, and then one day I met Fassbinder. I started working with Fassbinder. I went to a festival, and there was a young filmmaker, Lars Von Trier, and I had seen his movie. He wasn't there at the festival, An Element of Crime, and I had a film myself in competition, but a short film, the one film I ever made, not again. And there were all the directors for Mannheim Film Festival, and I said, well, we can go home because whoever made that film is going to win the first prize. They said, you think so? I said, yeah, he did. So I said to the festival director, there's one person I would like to meet, this person who made that film. Yeah, he's coming tomorrow. So I expected somebody dressed in black, like Kubrick or Fassbinder, scratching themselves and being in a bad mood, and there comes a young student looking, and it was Lars Von Trier. And we had a beer, and then a couple of weeks later, I got a call, and he said, I'm doing Medea, a script by Carl Theodor Dreyer, and I want to offer you the part of King Jason, the husband of Medea. He said, but we have a problem. I said, what is the problem? He said, you don't look like a Viking. He said, don't shave anymore, don't wash your hair, and come here in 1 month. So I was flying, stinking hair, and beard, and I got the role. And that was our first work. Then I became the godfather of his child. And now we had made, working together 22 years. And he gave me amazing roles, like in The Kingdom, where I play a baby, but I be born, not only the baby, I'm born, I'm coming out, and my head sticks out, and I see the world, and I go like, ah! I was in Berlin, and a young man came to me and said, hello, my name is Gus Van Sant. I have a little film here I made for $20,000, Mala Noche, but I'm doing a bigger film now with Keanu Reeves and River Phoenix, and I have a role for you, because I liked you in Dracula and Frankenstein, and you could play my movie Hans. Because when you work in an American film, your name is always Hans. When you work in Japan, your name is Hans Mann. So it's always the Hans from Germany. My turtles, I have an animal very big. I call him also Hans Solo. And so then I thought, well, he's just talking like festival people feeling lonely. No, it wasn't that. We started writing letters to each other. And I only write letters with an ink pen. I would never use a regular pen, horrible. With an ink pen, very poetic. And he got me the work permit, and he mended, and I went to America to do my first American film in America, and my own private Idaho. I liked to work with him. People liked me, and especially, I don't know if you have seen it, the Dance with the Lamp. And so every casting agent wanted to see me because they couldn't believe it that I was dancing with a lamp. Dario, I was in Munich, and he was making Suspiria with Jessica Harper, and he wanted me in the movie, and he said it's only one scene, but the scene was very long, and I explained the whole movie. And then he wanted me to come a couple of years ago to Torino to do a film with Dario Argento, his daughter, and I had kind of play a monk, but I explain again the whole story. So he likes me to explain. Carpenter, I made an amazing movie with Carpenter called Cigarette Burns. And I don't know if you have seen it, but I'm a collector for movies. And I hire somebody to get a movie which I need in my collection. I'm very rich. And the person brings the movie. And then I have my own projector. And then I take a knife and I open my stomach and take my insides out and put it in the projector. And then I press the button, and it's like a sausage fabric. Boom, boom, boom. All my insert comes out and goes into that was Carpenter. So it's always, I don't know why I get not being the romantic father, has 4 children, bring them to school. People find me always roles like putting my intestines to a projector, but it's nice. Oh, well, with Jean Marais.
Yes.
With Jean Marais, the director was André Humbert, and that was one at the beginning of my career, and I play Gilbert, the gardener, and the princess sleeps, and I have sex with her, and she gets a baby, and everybody thinks it's the baby of the king, but it's my baby, and I'm the gardener, so I look always through the window looking at my baby, which I can never claim. That was first work in France. Then came in France the most erotic movie, Nistvado, France. Then came Dr. Jekyll and the Women, Borowczyk, France. And a couple of years, then I made a film. I was walking with Jodorowsky in Cannes, and there was a little airplane. In Cannes, they do this advertising sometimes. A little little plane, and they have something in the back, and it said spermula. And I said to Udo Kier, after Dracula, now they're making spermula. It's a shame. And then I was living in Paris that time. I went to Paris. I got a call to meet the director, Charles Martin, La Coupole, my favorite restaurant. So I went there, and I met Charles Martin, the director. And I said, so what is your film called? He said, Spermula. I said, oh, no. And he said, well, the producer wants to call it like that. It's not me. So I made Spermula, a group of women from another planet coming to the Earth and exchanging the art at the Louvre everywhere. And I'm the agent. I'm Werner. Not Hans, this time Werner. Werner von Braun, yeah. I'm there and I still go out to make movies. I have now 8 movies coming out with great directors and great actors like Harvey Keitel, Stellan Skarsgård. The film in Berlin is with Gérardmer Chaplin in competition. I made a remake of M, which is also in Berlin. And so many films. And when I'm not working in movies in Europe, or I just came from Finland, 4 weeks ago they had the world premiere of Iron Sky #2, which is great because I play the same character that I played in Iron Sky #1. But in this film I play also my brother, and my brother is Adolf Hitler. So I ride on a dinosaurs as Adolf Hitler on the moon, and I scream, Heil ihr Mutterfickers, which means motherfuckers.
Sieg Heil, Mutterfickers!
This festival is for me important because, as I said before, there are people who I had worked with that got the homage, like I will get on Saturday. I can't wait till I do my master class. I like that word, master class. The master will sit in a golden chair, and I have to ask the question. I just went to the bathroom downstairs at the Grand Hotel, and they have 2 amazing chairs there. So I want one of these chairs and on stage. So I will behave like Sylvia Kristel in Emmanuel, sitting in an erotic chair and talk. A couple of years ago, I think 4 years ago, I made 20 films, short films, at the Centre Pompidou with Guy Madden, with Charlotte Rampling and Gérardmer Chaplin, and we did every day, we did a new movie, short movie in black and white. So, and the audience, the visitor of the museum, Centre Pompidou, when they came in, they could look down where we were shooting, and it was a little bit, took me a while to get used to it because they all had cameras. So I was lying there, everybody took a picture of not only of me, of everybody. And that was France. So France has memory. So not only Jean Marais, it has also, you know, and I made a film with Anna Karina, and I met Brigitte Bardot in Saint-Tropez when she was young and blonde and crazy. And I heard she's still crazy and looks the same, just older and fighting for animal rights. Great. So that's it.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Take care.